Singapore is a fine city. Because they'll fine you for all these things. Chewing gum? Nah, nah, nah. Littering? I saw people yell at somebody going, "You dropped your trash," and people scamper to get it up. As for the gum, you need a prescription when I was there, they said, from a doctor. And as a result, it is so clean. Highly recommend going to Singapore. Has some interesting history too. From what I remember, it was part of Malaysia, but then all of Malaysia said, "You guys are too liberal down there. You really don't have religion being involved as much as we think." And the Singapore area was like, "Dude, we just think that, as our little area, we should not have secularism when no religion's involved, really." And Malaysia basically said, "Good, you're out of our little confederation." And so now they're by themselves. But Singapore's smart, because they said, we're all down here by ourselves. We might get duked out. And so what they decided to do is, they're at the very tip of this huge shipping channel in Southeast Asia. They told all these major countries, "We have great docks. You should, have your stuff here. You can have some buildings here, and places have." So now if anybody tries to mess with Singapore, these heavy hitters of Europe, U.S., other countries, they're all ready to rush in and help. So, anyways, I recommend going to Singapore, folks. Not much is going here on this Wednesday, hump day of the first week of, stay-at-home shelter-in-place. I'll tell you, hump day really kind of loses its, halfway through the week when tomorrow probably going to be a bit like today. You know what works best in those situations, folks? Is a little humor. Now, we're going to use a little humor just to close up this mini broadcast here from Reader's Digest. Now, ask your grandparents about Reader's Digest. Been around forever. See, somebody got this for me when I turned 50. I know, I look maybe a year younger. Emotionally, I'm much younger than 50. Anyways, they got it for me. Kimberly, I'm not going to give her a last name, but Kimberly got this to me. But why I liked it so much is that she got me the large print. Who doesn't love the extra little rub on a burn? It was funny enough because it's grandparents, and then that large print. Yeah, I appreciate a good burn. What can I say? I would have given her a candy. Students out there know what I mean. It's I'll give you a candy for that one. Good burn. Anyways, we have 2 jokes. I'll just close this up. Once again, it's just a little check-in. So, number 1. Now this one, I could see myself saying this one in class. And I'm guessing students are going, "Yeah, you'd probably make that up in class." So, this comes from Cheryl Herman in Baltimore, Maryland. What happens when an artist has trouble finding inspiration? What happens when an artist has trouble finding inspiration? Give up. She draws a blank. Get it? She draws a blank. All right. Number 2. Now, right now, people staying at home, there might be a redistribution of actions and chores in the house. Because, well, you're usually here to do this. I'm not here. Well, why don't you do this now? Etc. Now, historically, I do think that there's a little idea that the moms cook better than the dads, and dads kind of putter around, maybe have a dish or 2. But moms really do the shining of the, what do I have? Here you go. Where dads have their, one casserole they can do or steak outside. Now, I have found that that's not true really at all. It's very an antiquated idea. It still kind of holds up and, rolls around the house, I find, just in jokes. And this is a humorous anecdote in that line. From Bach Breath. It was on Reddit, but reprinted here, so we don't know where Bach Breath is. However, my husband cooks for me like I'm a god. By placing burnt offerings before me every night. Because, if you go, they put offerings in front of gods, and burning means you can't cook. And, now that I'm really explaining it, really killed any joke humor there was there. But you know what? I think students would expect nothing less of me. And that's why I'm doing it. Till next time.